and then we have the Vulture 450, Eagle 400. So they're around. So I saw the comment from Michael Nam about people who might want to put in less than 500. So hopefully this answers your question. You have the snake stinger there for 300, the rhino stingers, the tortoise stinger, the crocodile stingers, and you have the bat and the kingfisher stinger there for $50. And these are the different, and just like you do with a rubber gun, you can also come here and just shop this into your shopping cart. You don't need to buy just one kind of stone. You know, sometimes you might want to try different stones with your rubber gun. So it's okay to shop for different stones here. And that can be used with different rubber guns. That will really, really help as well. I also know that under accessories, Comrade Brother, the other than stingers, they haven't been added yet, right? But we can just talk about them. So under accessories, we will have the other accessories, for example, like your hunting boots. You cannot go into the bush without wearing appropriate hunting boots. So those will be added to accessories. And you also want to take maybe a bit of plaster with you in case you brush your arm against a tree, a stick or something, or get bitten by an insect or a snake. You want to carry those first aid parcels with you. So those will be other accessories that will be added on here in a day or two that we can also go buy alongside this. You also need probably something to keep you, for you to be able to see far, because animals, you don't just spot them when they're that close to you. You need to be able to sight them very far and then plan your hunting strategy. So we need those accessories, and those accessories will be added here in a day or two. I know the list is currently being compiled, and the prices and everything is being put together and will be added to this list. So comrade, as you can see, once you look at the rubber guns and you look at the accessories there, they're all aligned. And then we have other accessories that are normal hunting gears that we all need to use when we are going hunting. So if you feel like you can't afford a rubber gun, please do something about the accessories and equip those that are able to, and equip the rubber guns that we purchase by those that can purchase with the accessories. The accessories are just as important. So I'll urge everyone to try to even get a rubber gun and some accessories. That will really be awesome. So I think I will yield here, Comrade Brother, unless I did miss something, then you can add.
No, I think, thank you very much, Comrade Jesse, for that eloquent presentation. I think looking at what we have, the package is quite clear, so simple. We want to capture and hold territory. We want to find ourselves in positions where the enemy now knows that if they cannot keep taking advantage of our people without repercussions or without consequences. If you look at Mao Tu a few days ago, you look at what happened in Batibo today and what has been happening for the past 4 years, the time for us to act as Ambazonians is now. We would get, or many of us are hoping for foreign support, but it would only come when we find ourselves in a very strong position. At this point, La République doesn't take us seriously because they know that when they hit, they can go and burn villages, burn children. There will be no consequences. There will be no actions. The time for us to start acting is now. And one of the things that we often pick up, which is very common in international relations, is states often misjudge the other side. They often misjudge the capabilities and the resolve on the other side. For the past 4 years, I think our capabilities have been quite low, but our resolve has been strong. It's now time for us to dip our hands in our pockets, dip our hands in our wallets, and match, just step up again and match our resolve, match our capabilities, our financial abilities, which I know we can. So Comrade Benis will come up now that the website has been demonstrated for a presentation. So you can please put your hands in your pocket. I can see quite a few comments coming in. There are people saying, quite a few people sending messages on the Concord website, and also private messages say they want to start, they want to do something for our people. So Comrade Benis, over to you, please. Why, guys, you put your hands, and ladies, you put your hands and put your hands in your pocket, get your debit cards, credit cards out, and your email addresses to take the details for bank transfer. Comrade, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Comrade Ashu. Thank you for the leading. Thank you for taking us through this program this evening. I think you've been leading and moderating just the way it ought to go. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to the VP for your presentation. Thanks to the project team. And thanks to Jess and Comrade Brado, Comrade Ayok for all the presentations you've done here. And as Ambazonians, we think it's time for action. We've heard from everyone, it's time for action. We got up this morning with one of our babies burnt. And I know that as mothers, as brothers, as fathers, we are all touched. And it's time for us to rise. We have to be bold. We have to take the responsibility right now to protect our people. So with the big rubber gun here now, I think it's time for us to put our hands right deep into our pockets. We support this project. We need to protect our homeland. We need to take Ambazonia back from that republic. We need to send them out. Like Comrade Ashu already said, we have to stand at a stronger position to be able to attract others to come in to support us. So I'm going to invite everyone here this evening to dig deep into your pockets and support this project. And before we go into that, I would like to give the honor to a few of our Ambazonians to lead. And very soon I will be calling all the ladies in the house. I will be calling every Ambazonian in the house to stand and let's raise funds. It's action time. Let's act the talking. And I'm going to start by calling on Comrade VP to buy us the first rubber gun. Comrade VP, are you there?
Yes, so.
Yes, Comrade VP, the floor is yours.
Wow.
I would like to ask a question, please.
Yes, please.
Just 1 second. We have a slot for questions just after this, please. I'm really sorry. I think you just joined us. You'll definitely come on for a question. What's the name again, please? So I just put your name down. Comrade VP, go ahead. But we're gonna.
It's been taken. It's Rogers.
Okay, Rogers. I'm really sorry. We'll come to you. There will be a slot for questions in about 5-10 minutes.
Thank you for that, Comrade Ashu. Over to you, Comrade VP.
Wow. I'm here.
So I'm giving you the lead. While you are getting ready, I'll call some other members, Ambazonians to support you. I can see you taking your time. Maybe when I call some other people around you, you'll be able to get up from that chair and start speaking. We'll be looking at Comrade Milton Takan, the SCNC chairperson, Comrade Prizo, and also Comrade David Azafo. So you will come in that order. We would like you to rise up and support the VP as he speaks. Over to you, Mr. VP. Comrade VP.
I'm here. Okay. I'm also here.
Okay.
Now,
yeah, Comrade VP, we want you to start.
Can I just look at the rubber guns? Go up. Let me see.
We've got the lion rubber gun. We've got the vulture. We've got the eagle. We've got the. I can't see the other one because.
I think the VP is disappointed. We haven't got one for $10,000.
Okay.
We should be starting with the 5,000.
VP, you can buy 2 of the lions because the lion refers to La Republique and we need to hit them hard.
That's cool.
Well, where I am now,
No Klima VPO.
where I am now in
and support.
and with the support of some of the people that we are doing some work on behalf of Amazonia, they have decided to support me to get the $5,000, the Lion Hunter.
Everyone, what a start. Thank you very much, Comrade VP, for that. Wow.
Okay.
Wow, well done, Comrade VP. We're so proud of you. Thank you very much. Comrade Milton, can you support your VP?
I think that team we have from some Jobbing and some other South Africans who are supporting our revolution. So all of us have decided to take the hunt.
Oh, well done to you.
VP, your purchase is $5,000. We don't want to know whether it's a group. Comrade Benis.
Yeah.
This is business.
Yeah, Comrade VP, thank you very much for that. Congratulations to you on your team. I think we're going to learn from that if we can create our own teams and come up with our own 5,000. I think that's a good start.
Yeah, and that's I'm also proud of to support VP because I'm VP's driver, bodyguard, everything. So I'm proud to support them.
And who is speaking?
That's for some Jobbing.
Comrade Celestine, Comrade Irene, please, you guys take note of the names, please.
I've noted already.
Yeah, thank you very much. Any more support? Any more people to support the VP?
Let me ride on. Comrade Milton speaking.
Thank you, Comrade Milton.
Yeah, I think we want to celebrate Comrade VP for an electrifying speech that came from the heart. And I think it's no accident that La Republique sent a clear message to any doubting Thomases in our midst with what happened in Batibo. That it is time to be brave and bold. And I think I want to, in supporting the VP, reincarnate the spirit of some of the greatest amongst us. Wata na wata. Wata na wata.
Wata.
I think as I sat here listening to Comrade VP, Secretary Brado, Dr. Yo, Comrade Jesse, and others, I could get a sense General Ivo was asking, are we on track? How far are we? I could hear General Aruke giving him the response, trust our resolve. We will never betray you. We will never let you down, and all our people suffering. I take VP's bundle to 6,000 with an extra $1,000 on top.
Well done. Thank you, Comrade Milton, for that. Can we have the SCNC chairman, Comrade Prizo?
Comrade Prizo.
So yes, I'm right here. I'm sorry. I'm more than glad to see that we have taken our responsibility to chase the enemy out of our territory. Like when the VP came to with the delegation, the SOS and others in France, I said, we have to move from talking to acting. Let our actions speak for us. We should act the act and let the act talk the talk. I had promised him I was going to give him $1 million amber, but because of a very fluent and coherent presentation, which my $1 million amber, which was supposed to be 1,005 euros, will be moved to 2,000 euros today. So I will be giving 2,000 euros to support the VP in this project.
Thank you, Comrade.
And I want to call on every Amazonian to live from talks. Instead of saying, I want freedom, act to get freedom. This is the time. We have so much talk. We have gotten a project that is going to exhibit what we have been vying for. This is a time where we can take a territory, hold it, and call on international community to come forward and call on the enemy to come to the table. I will call it a start. I'm not going to say it's my end, because we need to move. This is the beginning. We need to take our territory. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Comrade Prizo. Wow, it's action time, and we as Ambazonians, we need to act. I'm calling on Comrade David Azafa. Please, the floor is yours. Comrade, are you there?
He left a message to say he is in a meeting at work and he will come in later after the meeting. So you might want to continue.
Thank you very much, Comrade Jesse. Thank you. I think the next person on my list is Cameroon Concord News Group. Comrade, are you there for us?
I think, Comrade Bennis, thank you for that. I think that the importance of communication and the importance of us selling our story is very necessary. And on behalf of the group, I'm just looking at the team of the Concord News Group for the work we do to take the message out. I believe the chairman of the group and the editor-in-chief is in the house. So I think you want to maybe say a few words, then see what we can buy at the group. Mr. I don't know if Mr. Sotagbaba is in the house. Now, if he's not in,
I think he's in. He was struggling to get himself connected. He just pulled off his headset. He's visible.
Can you hear me?
Sure. On 515, please. Thank you, sir.
I just want to say that I am really very, very proud that we are doing what we are doing now, because it's long overdue. We were supposed to, I spoke with Dr. Irene Alopwede in the UK and Dr. Kojodem, and I told them with my elder brother, Joe Konge, which I'm seeing now, sitting there so relaxed, and I told them that we cannot, and we cannot strengthen the weak by weakening the strong. And so on behalf of Cameroon Concord News Group, we are going to put 2,000 euros, and we are ready to give more. We're ready to give more. We are putting 2,000 euros to buy this gun, and we are willing to give more so long as we believe in the military side of this conflict. That's what I believe in, because, as I said, the British ambassador in 1996 told me at the RIC that the only way they can come back is when there's chaos. We need to make that place chaotic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Comrade Sote. Thank you for the donation. Yes, Comrade Ashu, you were about to say something.
No, go ahead. No, just go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. The floor is open to everyone. So when I call names, it's not that if you haven't heard your name, please put up your hands and you will be called to give your donations, please.
A few hands are already up.
I think those hands were for questions. So if you're actually putting up your hand now, please, it's for the fundraising. When it's question time, you can put on your hand. So if your hand is up
Ms.
now,
B, I would prefer that you call the hands. If they have for questions, let them say for questions. We are on fundraiser. We need every cent that can push us far. This is the time. We are on project. We want to push the enemy out of our territory, and we do not have a second.
Thank you very much, comrade. I think I've got Dr. Foster Dita here. Please, can you take the floor? Doc, are you there?
I greet you all.
Good evening, Doc.
Silence. I listened eloquently to the VP talk on behalf of Ambazonia and our suffering people. And one of the things he said was we shouldn't fight our revolution on social media. So I will promise to get in touch and also continue to be a voice for the voiceless, not on social media. I think I've spoken to Brado and a few others already regarding this. So I'll keep it on social media.
Oh, thank you very much, Comrade Foster. We really appreciate your donations. I can see Comrade V Square. Over to you, Comrade.
Greetings, House. Behind a strong man should be a strong woman.
Thank you, lady.
As a mother of the baby, which we just lost, we want to support. We'll support the VP with $1,000 so he can fill the card.
Wow, thank you very much, Comrade V Square. We need more hands up, please. Who is next? Who's coming up next?
So do we know who V Square is?
Comrade V Square?
Comrades, you might also want to accept that some people want to be anonymous. You who are talking can get to the persons and get the information.
Private chat, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Comrade Irene, for that. Please, we need more action. It's action time. Ladies and gents, more hands up, please. It's time to send La Republic out of our land. Thank you. I've got Comrade Gilles George.
Yeah, thank you. I believe in sustainability. And I know to be able to capture a whole, you have to be sustainable. So, and I have been supporting the project, any project that I think is good. I support the CSO, I support Bank of America, I support SCBC, I support AMF, and I think this is one of the projects to support. So I believe in sustainability, and I'm going to do a commitment of $50 a month. So I hope we do that. All of us do that. That's the only way we can capture our whole and maintain. If we don't do it, we can give 1,000 today and we don't continue, we will not be able to keep. So I am going to do that. I'm going to give you $50 a month. I'll go to this website. I hope you create it. You put a button for us to register and do a monthly contribution. Thank you.
That's great.
Wow, thank you very much, Comrade. I think that's a sensible thing to do. Sustainability is very important. The floor is open. More comrades. I'm calling on all the ladies. I heard an iron lady. Where are our ladies in the house? Gentlemen, we're waiting.
Lady B, I'm sorry, I'm not one of the moderators, but I want just to say we have 111. I was having 113. Nobody is here for any other purpose. We are all here because we have one purpose.
Yeah.
Pull the enemy and free our homeland. And I think if it gets to a point, we need to go over the list. No cent is irrelevant. If it means €5, we need to collect it because it can buy, if it does not buy the rubber gun, it can buy what associates to a rubber gun, the stones we have seen. If it gets to a point, I think let's go over the list, support our comrades. We all know that the struggle is a voluntary stuff, but we know that some people need an extra push. Let's go ahead, because if we go the way we're going, we cannot chase the enemy out of our territory. I know all of us need that, but we need to make a little effort. So if you ask me, I would say if you need to go over the list, let's go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, comrade. I think they say it's always good to lead by example. Before I start calling the names, I'm going to start with myself. And I am committing $1,000 for the project. I'm just going to follow the list. I'm just going to follow the list. I think that the next on the list is
before you go for that list, so BP grammar over too much. Who enter on our
I hope this is not Don Pasho.
Not Don Pasho.
Don Pasho.
The Vita Don.
I think Lady B should hand over to Don Pasho to start making.
Just a quick, comrade Prinzo, we're going to get to. There's a section where Don Pasho is going to come in fundraising. So we're going to close this in about another 4 or 5 minutes. Then we'll get SCAF to come in for a quick presentation from the activists, because that's what we.
Sure.
So Don Pasho is coming soon. There's a special place for him. So Comrade Benis, please round up in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, Don Pasho, you come up with your fundraiser later. Let's be gentlemanship and go ahead. Thank you, Comrade.
Okay. That's fine.
We're really going to challenge you, man, that you guys should stop pushing us behind the bus. So,
no,
I'm glad, Lady.
Comrade Celestine, over to you.
Lady B, we need the women to not only wait for us to say we're bringing them up, let them fight for their position. Let them do it. That's the time we're waiting now. We want to give it to them. We want even to hand this revolution to the ladies, but we need them to come up.
Yes, please. Can we go into the fundraising, please? Yes.
Mark, come in.
Don Pasho, before you come, I'm seeing my elder brother, the Joe Conge, just scratching his head. What is he scratching his head for?
Comrade Sote, no worry, I go reach for Joe Conge. Comrade Celestine.
He's just scratching his head. What is he scratching his head?
Let's get back, please.
Comrade Celestine, over to you.
Don't worry, Sota.
Yeah, I be the one come in because as we money, it raise money, no tie up. It raise the money, so people they don't knock my belly for backside. Say Don Pasho, they talk that talk, so hot seat no they talk na her. I say okay, me papa hot seat can't talk. My team for hot seat don't talk. Say they go support me, or we will raise 500 by hot seat go yeah. No be Don Pasho, now hot seat.
Thank you very much, Comrade Don Pasho. We'll go join their hot seat now, so we talk for hot seat their language. Comrade Celestine, yes. Comrade Irene, Comrade Jess, Comrade Kalesh.
This time.
Yes, ladies.
Just 1 minute. How much is hot seat pledge?
$500.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, my ladies.
I don't think you need to worry about us. There are some hands up that want to donate first. Don't worry, we're here. Before the end of today, you hear from us.
Okay, thank you, Comrade Jess. I haven't seen any hands up. That's why I'm calling. Comrade Joe Conge. After that, I'm seeing Comrade Shea.
There is Comrade Wilson's hand is up.
Comrade
Wilson.
Yeah, can he come after Joe Conge, please?
Okay.
Comrade Shea should be allowed to speak before Comrade Joe.
Okay, after Comrade Joe Conge, then Comrade Shea will speak.
Well, for now, I will commit 200 pounds, but it is an ongoing process for me. All right.
Thank you, Comrade Joe.
What I want to suggest is that we need to be carrying out a lot of reviews about this project to see how it's going, to see where we are at every given stage, and to know what we need to do, what momentum needs to meet at every given stage. That's what I think, and that's why I'm saying that it is going to be continuous. So this is just for a start.
Thank you, Comrade Joe, for that. Thank you for your donation, Comrade Shea. Comrade Shea?
You talking to me?
Yes, please, Comrade Shea. I'm trying to get the second name, but it keeps moving. So.
Right. Good evening to the whole house, and I salute you all. Your cafe de forab. And as VP knows, my involvement, my engagement is of a different nature. I am basically here to support you morally, because my money is, well, it is limited and it goes somewhere already all the time. And I'm sorry that I can't contribute, especially to the rubber gun. I do apologize for that. I ask your understanding, but I'm fully behind the action, and I will spread the word. No worries. I got my connections all over around the world, same as you. Got my connections to Ground Zero, to Kondingi, everywhere, and I will let them know that there is some mighty game changer taking place, and that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, cafe day up too. We appreciate you so much. We appreciate your presence. Thank you very much for that. Comrade Henry Come.
Until we reach Boya.
Yes, brother.
Until we reach Boya. I will never, never let the journey halfway. Oh, until we reach Boya. Yeah. When I see that brother, we carry that Pekin into ashes, I shed tears. I continue to shed tears. I will initially start to buy the big rubber gun with $500. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Henry. Thank you, Comrade Wilson. Over to you.
Good evening, the whole house.
Good evening.
Yes, I really appreciate so much, and a big thank to each and everybody will be connected to this platform this evening. I really come in support with, in short, to push this project, because it is something that is really in the heart and very disturbing concerning all what's going back home. We are out here like refugees already, because we can't really go back home, and anything that could be done so that in the nearest and the soonest future we can go back home is really, really to be appreciated. I already pledged with our group here under the SCNC France, and I would just like repeat what I already told them, that I'm pledging with, or I will just say I will buy 2 of the rubber guns for 500 and the accessories for 200.
Wow.
Monthly contribution of €100 for 12 months. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Comrade. We totally appreciate. Well done. Thank you. Comrade Rogers, over to you.
Yes. Yeah. I wanted to ask a question before, and I will be very happy to ask that question before I see what I'm going to do. My question goes straight to.
Can we leave the question for question time, because those who will be answering the question might not be.
No, it's not right. Let him ask his question. It's not right.
Okay, just calm down, please. Comrade, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, my question is going straight to the president. My question is, we are running this project. How much money do we need for it to be a success? Secondly, what are the implementation plans that we have at hand? Because that was what I was thinking that we could have, first of all, addressed, so that at least we should know where are we heading to, how much money do we need for it to be a success? Because if in case we don't have a plan, then we don't really know where we're heading to. So I would like the president to try and brief us more or less how much is the budget that we need for the rubber gun project to be a success.
Okay. One second, Comrade, please. Sorry to cut you. I think it's a very, very good question, but before the presentation, Dr. Patrick mentioned something and said, because of we're in public and it's a very sensitive presentation and very sensitive information, we have all that information to hand. I promise you that 5 minutes after this call, I'm going to take your details now. If you drop in the chat, we will call you with a few people and then go through that with you. I have all that information on my PC. That we are in public. We're about 105 of us now. So there's some of that information we cannot share. So that's the only reason why it's not there. We have that information to hand. Immediately we come out of this with information. I really hope you understand where we're coming from. So we're going to answer your questions absolutely straight away on this call. I really hope you understand. You get that comment.
I do understand. For that reason, I'm going to pledge on condition that when they called me and I'm happy with it, I'm going to, I'm in Africa, I'm going to pay 10,000 rands.
Perfect. Thank
Wow.
you. Thank you
Thank
very,
you very much, Comrade
Comrade.
Rogers.
So if you can drop your number on the text, I'll store it. Immediately after this, we'll give you a call.
Thank you. I think Jesse got my number. You can call me.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Comrade Rogers.
One second.
Comrade Rogers, thank you for understanding. Yeah, and I think, yeah, Jess will be in touch so we can have that information. Yeah, Jess, you wanted to say something. Sorry for interrupting.
No, I was just acknowledging Comrade Rogers to say I've noted, so I'll get to him.
Okay, thank you. We have Comrade Sikot Judson.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll commit with $500. Regards to everybody, all the hierarchy in the house, and my chairman, Mark Barata. Thank you, Scarf.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Comrade Bennis. I think we'll be running up in the next 2-3 minutes. So I'm just informing that Scarf should be ready. They've got a slot to come in for a little presentation. So Comrade Bennis, as you round up, so Scarf should be ready because they'll come up soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Ashu, for that. The next person is Bajo. Over to you, Comrade Bajo.
Good evening, Comrade.
Good evening.
Added to what I already pledged while the team was visiting us, I'm adding 200 euros.
Thank you very much, Comrade Bajo, for that. Thank you. Totally appreciate you for that. Any other hands up? Comrade Ebot Ashu, Ashley, Are?
Yeah,
Over to you, Comrade.
yeah, I'm very happy to be part of it. So after the incident that happened in Mautu, I'm a son from Mautu, and what I saw today, I realized that a meeting of this magnitude is very, very important. So as of now, I don't know how to contribute from Russia. I'm based in Russia, and I don't know how I'm going to do my contribution, but I will chip in $50.
Yeah, thank you very much, Comrade. I think you can go on the website. I think we will be sharing the website there on the Comrade Celestine, Comrade Irene, can we share the website so they can get the website and visit the website as we go along, please?
Thank you very much, Comrade Bernice. And if Comrade Ebot actually can share his number on the chat, I'll take his number and also get in touch with him straight away. If he can just share his number on the chat or any email address, I can grab that and we can contact him straight away.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Comrade, thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Ashu, for that. And Comrade Manda? Comrade Manda, over to you, please. Comrade Manda, are you there?
There is a hand up. Comrade Judone's hand is up.
Okay, Comrade, over to you, Comrade.
Comrade Manda is given $100.
Oh, thank you
Sorry, I
very
was
much,
taking
Comrade
some-
Manda. We
Oh.
appreciate you so much. Over to you, Comrade Jodone.
Good evening, everybody. Sadio is my name. I'm Germany. I spoke a couple of days about this agenda because personally, I don't know the credibility you have on ground, but I'll be supporting this project with 500 euro, and then wait and see how the project is being realized.
Yeah.
I almost do not believe in Ambazonians any longer. I want to tell everybody in here, some of us are tired. And for 4 years, we cannot come together. I'm just doing this as a last resort of support with 500 euro and see how the program will encourage me to keep on. Thank you very much.
Thank
you. You can say the person you spoke with about the project. It's okay to say.
Thank you very much, Comrade Jodone. We appreciate you so much for your contribution.
Comrade Jodone, let me say it, Comrade Jodone had a heated debate with me, and I tried as much as I could to talk with him, and I thank him so very much for coming in today and making this commitment. I know him personally. I know he is somebody who will give more. I told him to come and do the little that he can and see how far we will go with it. So I believe that with the 500 that he has pledged, he is not somebody who pledges. He will put it there. I trust him, and I know that from what we are going to do, he is going to do more.
Thank you very much for that, Comrade. Thank you. Comrade Struggler Collins. Comrade Struggler, are you there? Okay, while waiting on Comrade Struggler Collins, we'll call on Comrade Eno Jute. Over to you, Comrade.
Good evening, House. Yeah, I was one of those people who really wanted us to ask some questions before contributions in order to, make sure that some people are already clarified. And then when you are clear in mind, it will push you to contribute. But whatever the case, I don't want to be as if I want to hijack the meeting. But I had some few questions to ask directly. My chairman, Prizo, can tell you that I'm that type of a person that asks a lot of questions because I deal with the society, with the people, I mobilize, and so I have a series of questions that they used to ask me. So I like to know before, but since you are so interested just for the fundraiser, I already contributed so far Francis is concerned. I'm going to give 200 euros. But if you permit me to ask my question, then I can do that. If not, I stay quiet.
Thank you. Thank you for that concern. You remember that this team had visited France, and this team is going to come back to all of those communities. You definitely have a chance for any additional clarification. As we indicated when we visited, that Amazonians should think hard and take a hard look on this project. We are taking a leap of faith. We have committed ourselves that we're not going to do the same mistakes that were done in the past. So immediately after this launch, we are going to come back to all those communities. A lot of the people who are here this evening are some of the individuals that we have not met before. There are commitments and money that has already been raised before today. So what we intended to do here is to roll out this project to the general public. We are going to move aggressively to visit each community. We have also indicated that if individuals want to congregate or band together, 1, 2, 3, 5, we are going to meet with them. So it's going to be a very aggressive outreach. And there's going to be a timeline for people to actually begin to see results. This is not a project that we're going to wait for individuals or the government or the bank to come and give you a financial statement or accountability. What you should hold this government and those who would manage the money, the bank, is to show results. We are quite aware that without results on the ground, there's no amount of talking, there's no amount of convincing that you're going to do to Ambazonians with the level of mistrust that has been generated in the struggle so far. So we're trying to win back the trust and get a sustained effort that our people should see that we have actually moved to the next phase of this revolution. So when we come back to France, as soon as possible, most of these questions will be answered. Let's give the opportunity for the people who are not associated with any communities to, at least because they might not get us, to have a chance to maybe ask one or two questions. For those of you who are tied to any of these communities, please, we are still going to come back to these communities. Thank you.
But I don't think that it belongs only to France. I just wanted to know what are the consequences that are expected to follow if the money collected, but nothing is delivered. That's one of my questions. And the next one was, what are the mechanisms put in place to ensure that this project does not fail?
Okay, Comrade,
and then,
Comrade Jude, I think we'll come. I've made notes. So the mechanisms that it doesn't fail, and the other question, the consequences if it fails. So I'll direct that question, and we're going to answer that question immediately after SCAF. So I don't know if the SCAF representatives or the chairman of SCAF is in the house. The whole thing is every site depends on good salespeople, the people who go out to sell the message, sell the information, sell the products. We believe that in this project, it's important that our activists in this struggle buy the package, they buy what Operation Big Rubber Gun is absolutely offering at the moment. So we use CAF to come in, then we'll go back and continue with the fundraising. So our activists can come in, tell us what they think about the project and what they are going to do for their people, what they're going to do for the children that are being burned, what they are going to do, how they're going to take this message to the world. Please, this chairman of SCAF or representative, please come on, please, for about 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much. Je Tambando. I was assigned by the chairman, Mark Berata, to talk on behalf of SCAF. I want to first of all thank those who organized this project. I want to thank all those who've been working tirelessly in the background to ensure that the launching is successful. Not only the launching, but the entire project is successful. And I want to thank Mark again for the confidence bestowed on me to talk on behalf of SCAF. What we in SCAF think about this project is that it is a laudable project, it is a bold project, it is a project that everybody must support, because a presentation was given to members of SCAF, and when we sat back and deliberate on the presentation, we agreed that it is a very laudable project and that everybody has to participate. And for the project to be successful, we need money and we need everybody to participate. We should stop being skeptical about what has happened in the past. Based on the presentation, we realize that the committee has put things in place to ensure that money that is raised for this project is properly managed. Personally, I've seen the Bank of Ambazonia. I've seen them. They have representatives from all the counties. They have representatives from all the groups. And if these representatives are in the Bank of Ambazonia, which will be managing this money, and the money is mismanaged, it means that we are in big trouble, because not everybody in this community, which is represented from different groups, cannot be corrupt. And so it is a project. I've given presentation, the president has made the presentation, The SOS has made a presentation. Many different people have made presentations. They've been to different places. I think there is no, I think it's actually time for us to act rather than keep on talking. And so I just want to encourage people to commit to the project and to commit into the project in a sustainable way. Like our brothers, some of our brothers have been saying, I would rather commit to be paying, say, £100 every month than just to pay £1,000 or even £10,000, because this is a project that needs to be sustained for it to be successful. And for those who are wondering, for those who are asking, how are we sure that this project is going to be successful? The only thing that I'm thinking is that for this project to be successful, we need money. And if there's no money, it cannot be successful. And how do we get this money? We can only get this money from those who are, beginning from those who are here. Because if nobody contributes, then you don't expect another person to contribute, because some people will be thinking, if you don't contribute, then where will the money come from? The money will not come from anywhere. For example, even if we are expecting outsiders to help us, we have to first of all show that we have something. If, for instance, you tell me that you want to embark on a project, the first thing I ask you is how much you have this project, so I can ever think of helping you. So I want to encourage everybody to embark on this project. It is not an IG project. It is not a Comrade Yerima's project. It is a project for everybody. The project for it is a project for AMF. It is a project for the British Southern Cameroon Resistance Force. It is a project for MS7 Qatar. It is a project for Fako Mountain. It is a project for Ambazonia, an Ambazonian project. If this big rubber gun project succeeds, Ambazonia succeeds. So I just want to encourage everybody to participate in the program. The chairman didn't delegate me to talk anything about finance, and maybe we're going to go back and sit down and deliberate on what we'll be able to raise. Whatever to raise will come back to you people and give our presentation. So I thank you once more for the opportunity you've given us to make this presentation. I don't want to take your time because I know what is more important in this project is fundraising. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very, very much, Comrade Jojo Ambazo, for that very eloquent presentation. I think some people are sending us messages and they're saying we're doing a lot more talking than collecting money from people. We just want to be very clear. It is always very easy for bad news or people to travel with misinformation. And I'm looking, the notes I took from the VP speech, he said in the last few weeks, people have been bombarded with noise, and these are people who lack knowledge. We are 96 of us on this call. We're about 130 before. The purpose this evening, yes, we want to sell. Yes, we want to collect money, but the message that lives here tonight is also as important. The message that lives that this is a positive project. This project will be managed by the Bank of Ambazonia. It will not be managed by a single individual. That is very important. That's why we're getting people to come in. And so when you leave here with a clear message that this is a good project, it will be managed properly. And that is why. And also for SCAF, it is very clear that the role, obviously SCAF will come in and buy a package, but the role that the IG or the role that the people of Ambazonia expect from you is to take the message out. And it is, I think it's so heartwarming that you guys have bought into the project and you guys can see that this is not an IG project, it is an Ambazonia project. And that is what really sold this to me a few weeks ago when I saw it, because I thought it would be one of those things where we can go to Batibo and say, oh, these guys are for the IG, these guys are for the ADF, these guys are for the AMF. They would only give money to the IG guys. No, every legitimate, VP mentioned it also, every legitimate fighting force will benefit from this project. And that is a message we have to take out. If we leave here today with positive message, positive information, the real information, we sell it out, this project is going to succeed. So with that also, I'll bring in Comrade Silas for the AMF to give us about 3 minutes, a few words from Comrade Silas. Please, if you're in the house, please unmute and let us benefit from your wisdom.
Thank you very much there, Comrade Asu, and thank you also for the flatteries of wisdom. Here representing the AMF. The AMF received the invitation to be part of this occasion. I don't know if Supreme Scorpion is in the house. Are you with us? You can just
I'm right there, sir.
Is he?
I'm on board.
Okay, thank you very much. So the AMF, the soldiers on the ground, they received the invitation to be here today. So they delegated both of us to just come here and appreciate this project. So I would like Comrade Supreme to just go ahead and start, and then I might add one word before we leave as AMF.
Thank you very much, comrades. I salute everybody in the house and a happy new year. I think as the AMF received the invitation, we actually looked into it, and we did appreciate your initiative to harness resources, because we believe the war in Ambazonia after 4 years is a thorn to the flesh of many, because some people thought it was a war that would be fought within a year or two. Our opponent is actually trying to draw it longer to see if he can tear us apart and warn us out. But with a collective resolve that we can always put in place, I believe 2021, we have all seen that it has started on a very good footing. So when we realized that a project like this has come up, we couldn't hesitate to honor your invitation for one obvious reason, that we go on our knees before all the Ambazonians to tell them that after 4 years, we are supposed to be mature, we are supposed to be reasonable and truthful enough now, so that whatsoever thing we collect, we'll make sure is seen on the ground. I can tell you people with full confidence that for some time past now, much money, 80% to even 90% of the money that has been collected outside the country, honestly, has not been reflected on the ground, because people take it, they sit on it, and they start, influencing soldiers from left to right. Having got this initiative, comrades, I think the AMF team will actually be very grateful if the picture you saw today of a baby roasted like a small goat, if the guys that were killed at Tanka 3 days ago, and if General Abov and T-Boy that were killed at Ediki should strike our minds. We have died enough, but I can tell you people one thing, that if we had materials on the ground, this war would have been a forgotten story. For the Ambazonians that commit, we appreciate them. We know there are people who commit to this Ambazonia War of Independence tirelessly. We encourage them all to continue, and we challenge everybody that collects money that is high time. We say enough is enough. We'll get into La Republique. We engage them fully. And of course, I'm sure 2021, we can promise every Ambazonian that if we have materials, this war is going to end. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Supreme. Might just add for talk today, so me, I not be soldier on the ground, but when they ask me for can talk, I just can't talk as well. The soldiers, they be very excited, say Ambazonians, they be happy, they put together resources, they think about ground zero. Just having this initiative, it shows say, with the see way to it happen for ground. So just put the see way to it happen for ground, and they want to do something about it. AMF na a fighting force, they not be a political movement. So they did wait these resources them. Once a big rubber gun, they don't present these resources them for down. AMF will make sure they make these resources them, because when these resources they reach your ground, somebody gets to use these resources them do the job. So if these resources they reach your down, you enter for AMF behind, AMF stand ready for defend a homeland 101%. So that said, now the message that way soldier them for ground, they send make we appreciate this project, and then say make Ambazonian people make the trust them trust anything where it bring support for kick the enemy out of our land. So that is the message from AMF. But before me, I want to go. I saw fine for Waka go for that place just like that. Be like VP speech very much to a EB talk. So support VP, that VP electrifying speech. Send me that message, continue to go out there, make our people take the facts and the content always to a VP talk the way it be there, and then deliberate on and act accordingly. Me, I be diaspora man, I not be soldier. So I involve myself for plenty initiative then for anything we get to do with our liberation. I am for it. So I go coordinate my own personal action for the different domain then where I be involved in for make sure say make this project get the resources and way it need. And so I go for offerings for VPE speech today or give $100. On a good night.
Thank you so much, Commissioner.
Thank you very much, Comrade Silas. Next, it will be from the Bank of Amazonia. Again, we cannot stress how important it is, especially when you listen to someone from Ground Zero, how dangerous it is. This is our time. This is a fantastic project, I believe, and I think many people believe that. So this is our time for us to make sure we support them. Looking up to us, they really want us to support them, and I think we have a responsibility. The Bank of Amazonia, as we know, will be managing the funds. Questions people keep asking is accountability, how important that is for this to succeed. So it's good, again, for us to take the message out on how the money will be managed, because those are the questions we keep getting coming in. So Dr. Julius, if you are on, you can come in for 2-3 minutes before Don Pasho, then we can get back into the fundraising. Please, Dr. Julius in the house. Dr. Julius is not. Before Dr. Julius, I don't know if Dr. Julius is in the house from the Bank of Amazonia. If not, if Dr. Julius is not in the house, I'll get Don Pasho. You can come on for a few minutes, for a few words, for a few minutes before we get back to the Bank of Amazonia, please.
To chip in something, please.
So who's that, please?
That's me.
Go ahead.
Well, I think the whole house needs to understand that accountability under such circumstances is a different thing, very difficult indeed, because people need to understand that the funds to buy materials are, well, not spent 100%. There are some middlemen who take provisions and on all that. So the results should speak for themselves. So the accountability is not what we should ask for here, honestly. It is paramount that the results are provided from Ground Zero fighters. And they will give the people the security and the well, it talks for themselves. It speaks for themselves, and if the results are there, people will open their pockets and their wallets. That's what it is. And the most important is that there is a permanent inflow of money towards Ground Zero, so that our picking on the ground know it is not just a drop on a hot stone. And one more thing, somebody asked how much is needed. Let me tell you, that figure you cannot imagine. 8 millions are not enough, 10 millions are not enough, but the precise allocation of the small funds we are raising here, that is what makes the difference, if it goes precise to where it belongs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Shay, for those words of wisdom. While we wait for Don Pasho and Dr. Julius to come on, we have quite a few people on for questions. We open the floor for about 5 questions. Then we'll get Dr. Julius and Don Patrick to come back on, please.
One question.
Go ahead, comrade.
Okay. My question will go during this presentation. I'll be here. We talk about the main aim of support with forces and on the ground. I look at this issue of forces on the ground may be very, very, very complex. Very, very complex. The question I ask now, do we know, are we aware of the number of forces we have on the ground? Not numbers say per head, but how many battalions have we got? Let's say in Lebialem or in Faku, how many battalions or forces do we have in each? Do we have an account of this? Can we really, because that, I think if we have to support these forces on the ground, we must know how many we are supporting and who are they and who are they. Do we know how many generals we've got or commanders? We need to have all of these statistics because it will help us to coordinate this support. We will not be, I mean, over time, funds have been sent down, report come back that nobody received the funds because we don't know who is who. So I think we really need to, if we is something that hasn't been done, I think we need to sort this out. That's my question. I don't want to know if we know.
Details are not in on air details. I think if they come for county or community meetings,
yeah,
you can deliberate on that one. That is my opinion. The expert will surely talk on that, but I don't think that is a public discussion that we can have. I don't think so.
Well, thank you. Comrade Joe, if you share your details on the chat, I think it's a very important question. Also, Comrade Salah is quite right. It's very sensitive, and there are quite a few of us, close to 100 now on the call, and it's being recorded, and people normally record and send these things out. If you share email.
This is actually live on TV. We are live on TV. We should know that.
Yeah, so if you share your details, we'll definitely answer that question later this evening.
I think it's besides that, we are not raising money to go give to soldiers. We indicated earlier that we're going to provide a service that has been very elusive to the Amazonian Revolution. We're going to make materials available to the soldiers. That is what we're going to do. And I think to piggyback to what the VP said, if you do not see the material on the ground, like what Aisha Kijita said, then we're not going to come back to report to you that money has been spent. Money will only be spent when people like the AMF and the other groups can actually, you see them visibly with the rubber guns. This is not something that is going to hide. We want to be very candid that it's not the time that we're going to say somebody sat here in the diaspora and send $100,000 down and the next minute you hear it's evaporated into thin air. We know what happened in the past mistakes. It's not going to repeat itself. So the government is going to provide a service that has been very elusive. We don't want our boys to go across the border anymore with all the security or difficulties to go look for materials at exorbitant prices. So that is why the IG is coming in to say we're looking for a way to provide this material at reasonable prices and make them readily available to these boys to defend themselves. So nobody is going to send money to any soldiers down there on the ground. The security people would decide on what material they're going to get and what quantities. That we cannot discuss that here publicly.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Comrade Brado, for that clarification. And also, Comrade, share your details so we can, I don't know, there must be someone on the call who knows you. And for those who have bought their investments, for those who have invested in the Big Rubber Gun, please, if you can share your contacts on the chat so that our lovely sales ladies can get in touch for us to, or for them to take payment, please. If you've done that, just share your details. Again, a question coming up is, is the website live? The website has gone live. You can go on the website now and do your purchase, because a few people are shy or a few people don't want to do the purchase now because of the way, obviously, we're broadcasting around the world. So the website is live. You can go in and do your purchase now. So that's quite clear. And any other question, please, before we get.
Comrade, also just a quick one, please. Could you please kindly clarify more on this loan issue that was mentioned. This loan, how do we obtain loan? Is it as a team, or individuals are expected to obtain loan on behalf of the project, or could you please kindly throw light on this, please?
Corporate Brando, can you come in, please?
Yes, thank you. That is one of the aspects that we started the project. Individuals already had a satellite project that they were running, and we incorporated the idea here that to hold people accountable, if you're going to put your money as loans, you want to make sure that you actually see that what you're putting that money for is achieved. And if it's not done, the individuals who took that money as a loan would be held accountable. I think somebody was asking, how do we hold people, or what are the consequences? There is a legal framework that we're doing here, that we're collecting that money for loans. If you do not, and those loans are non-interest bearing loans that will repay after 12 months from the execution of the project. The idea is, since we are providing a service, when we buy this material at moderate prices, we would make it available to the groups on the ground who would have the resources to achieve, to afford these products, instead of going over the border. Whatever profits will be made from those making the resources available to the groups on the ground. A county can come in and say, we want 2, 3 rubber guns. What we want to do is to make sure that those rubber guns are available. They should not go across the border anymore. So whatever we're going to bring in there will begin to help us to bring the reasonable soldiers together and put back the money in to get additional material, because you might not have people doing these donations on a regular basis. So we're looking for a quick way that we're not going to sit and wait until these little donations trickle in. The loans were supposed to be like seed capital. So from this launching today, maybe by next month, this project will be rolled into activity as far as engaging with the individuals that will be supplying the material that is needed. That is the purpose of the loan. If you want to provide a loan as an individual, because some individuals have already done that, there is already a reasonable amount of money that has been raised through the loans. You want to do that as groups, you would contact the project team. There is a loan administrator that will be responsible in tracking the loans through the Bank of Ambazonia.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Comrade Brado. A question from Comrade David Azafo. After Comrade David Azafo, it will be Ignatius, please.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can, Comrade.
All right, I'm driving, so excuse me if you're getting some noise. I just came out of my appointment now, and I wanted to chip in. I've been following all along, and I have a little bit of concern because we seem to be timid about this thing. I don't know if anybody is as angry as I am, because I've not been able to eat anything since I got up in the morning and I saw the image of that young child that was calcinated for nothing, just because that child is an Anglophone. And that is the fate of all of us. I've been very angry since this morning and asking myself, what is it that I can do to help stop this plight on our people? And when I see they give us this huge opportunity to manifest our anger, to show that we are truly angry about what these terrorists are doing on us and our people, then we start asking questions. I don't know if we are truly angry, maybe really, really hard to action. But I'm a little bit disappointed with the timid way in which we are handling this thing. So now I want to make a challenge. I want to put a challenge here. And I want to call all my strong Mezam people to stand behind me right now. I'm putting a basket on the table. It's a Mezam basket. And that basket is on condition that the first rubber gun will be put at Matazim. If you agree with me, you stand behind me. I'm putting $1,000 in that basket. And I say nothing is too small to get into that basket and nothing is too big to get into that basket. I don't know how many Mezam people are here. If you are from Mezam, I need you to line up behind me right now. If you have married a woman from Mezam, I need you to stand up with us right now. If you ever schooled in Mezam, I need you to stand up with us right now. This
They're really bad. Yeah.
When you put what all of you are going to put in this basket, they are standing up for all these people that are killing, they are passing through Matazim to go to Momo, to go to Memchum, to go to Bui, to go to kill. Can we stop that?
Hello? Comrade,
I want to see who is standing up with Mezam. Over.
Thank you very much.
Zafar, I'm here, Dillian. I want to support.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Comrade Didian, our able chairman. We can always count on you. Please put it in the basket.
Yeah, 5,000 in the basket.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anybody else who is angry?
Now, is that in pounds or?
That's in dollars.
That's in dollars.
Nice, very nice.
British women.
Yes.
Very nice.
Great job, great job.
Stand up, Mezam. Stand up, Mezam.
As a matter of fact, we began the outreach with the folks in Mezam. I can assure the House that Mezam is going to come out powerfully as one of the most proficient group that is sustaining this project. And I think Comrade Didian is the lead as far as the loans.
Oh, Brado, quiet.
No, brother, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake.
Please,
you're making a mistake.
Mezam. I need people who want to stand up with Mezam.
That's right.
Brado, if you want to stand up with Mezam, put it in the basket. No
problem. That. Maybe Brando one beat. Maybe Brando one challenge.
I am.
Yes,
I am
go ahead.
And that would be in my.
Stop talking.
If you ever think that you marry a girl from Mezam, if we don't see your name on our list, we'll not give you our wives. Our daughters to marry.
I beg move from now. Move from it's going
Doctor, thank you very much.
I'll add $50 to that 5,000. Everybody's giving in 5. So I'll
thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
Now who add that, please?
Nothing is too small. Nothing is too big. I need that basket to be full.
Comrade Silas, I think we'll come back while we just try and gather people. We'll come back to the
Mezam basket.
We'll come back to the Mezam basket because
that was for Mezam. That my 50 was for Mezam basket too.
Okay.
Comrade Silas, now you support Mezam basket, please.
Why are you closing Mezam basket instead of supporting it? Why are you closing it?
No, Doctor, we are going to come back to the Mezam basket. I can see the way Comrade Joe was smiling. It looks like he's going to grab his card to support the Mezam basket. So I'll surely talk to him in the background. And quite a few people, I don't know, we are going to 100%, we're going to come back. And there was a hand up from Comrade Ignatius and Mirabel, please. If we can just keep the questions quite short, just a short question instead of statement.
Please, I had something, just 1 second to say.
Comrade Jude, please. I'll come to you already twice. So I'm going to definitely come back to you. I'm just trying to give opportunity to people who haven't spoken.
Comrade Azu, I've sent a private message to you. If you check the chat
Comrade Ignatius, please, if you can go ahead, please. And then after that, Comrade Mirabel.
Okay. Dr. Zamat have added 50 to the Mezam basket. So through me.
Dr.
Zama.
Okay, Comrade Celestine, if you just, Dr. Zama to the Mezam basket, and Comrade Ignatius, your hand has been up for
Yeah, it already.
Comrade Ignatius, if not, we'll go to Comrade Mirabel, please. I'll come back to Comrade Ignatius. I can see that word.
Yeah, I just bought.
Hello, this is Comrade Ignatius. This is Comrade Ignatius.
Okay.
I was muted.
Okay, Comrade, just go ahead, please.
Yeah, I will want to thank everybody who is here present today. I'm going to contribute a place $500, which I hope I can make it tomorrow. And this $500 is as a regard of one of my commitment in a forum where we have been arguing about American politics. And I said that what is the point arguing about American politics when our people are suffering? And I promise that at the end of it all, I would pay $1,000 for that argument at American politics. So I've started today by giving $500 for this rubber gun project, because I had said I will identify any good Amazonian project and commit that 1,000 to. So I've started with $500 for that argument and for the rubber gun project. And I have grown all my life in Meza, in Bambili, Tuba subdivision. So I'm going to put $50 also in that basket for Meza. I would like to get in contact. I would like to get in contact with the person who started the Meza project. I want to send this money personally to him via Cash App so that he can put it there. But I'm placing in front of everybody here that I'm going to give $50, but I want to pass through him for the good initiative that he did. And my $500 for the big rubber gun project in relationship to my argument for American politics. Thank you. Thank you, Comrade.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ignatius.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Comrade Ignatius, if you don't have Dr. First number, I will inbox it to you.
And
yes, Silas, better send it to me, Mr. Silas. I know you, so just send it to me.
Okay, confirm.
Okay. Comrade Labelle, please, your hand has been up for a while. Go ahead.
Yes, I just bought a rubber gun, and for the sake of Santa and Mezam, I wish to buy another rubber. Can I just go and buy another rubber gun for 500?
Perfect.
Thank you very much, Sister Mirabel. Thank you. I know I can always count on you. Thank you.
Let's go back.
Thank you.
So I'll just go and get another rubber gun from the website.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
That is ladies with technology.
I had to unmute to clap. I think that's the way to go. Let's go buy the guns already.
No, that's the way to go. Is there Comrade Jojo, please? I'll give you about a minute.
Okay. I think I have somebody who is very important in the house, but since people are neglecting her, I want to call her a presence, her indulgence, please, allow me to talk, please.
Comrade Jude, please.
She's very important to.
Comrade Jude, please. I'm very sorry. We're not ignoring anybody. All Ambazonians are important. And that's why we're going around. If someone puts their hand up, we call them to talk. And we're not here to argue, please. We're not here to make issues. We just really hope that we respect everybody. We've come in this evening and we hope we're doing our best for the nation. We're doing our best for our people. We're doing our best for the refugees. And we hope and pray that when we pass message to try and communicate, let's just try and respect people. We're not ignoring anyone. If anyone's hand has gone up, they've been called to talk. You've spoken quite a lot this evening, and so I'm going to pass to Comrade Jojo, please, and I'll come back to you in a second. Comrade Jojo, go on the microphone, please.
Okay, my just a suggestion. I think for many people to participate, we need to make donation or contribution very easy. So I was thinking that create a regional bank account where people could either set up direct debit. Say, for instance, in the UK, you arrange with Comrade Benis, they will have a bank account here where we just set up direct debit or any one-time transfer. Then they can send the money to the central port.
Like we indicated, for proper management, the bank is setting up those structures. Once those structures are available, they will be communicated to the various coordinators of the communities that we are meeting so far. So the bank is working on a new template.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Brado. I don't know if Don Pasio is, sorry, if Dr. Julius from the Bank of Ambazonia, if he's ready, if he's still in the house, he can come in for about 2-3 minutes to say a few words before we'll be rounding up in about 15 minutes. So if Dr. Julius is in the house, please, from the Bank of Ambazonia.
Can I call a quick point of order, Comrade Asu?
Yeah.
I want to suggest that the person who was talking about a lady should just let that lady, give that lady the 2 minutes to speak before we come to Dr. Julius's presentation. That would be.
Thank you, Comrade. No, I was trying to get, I can't find him. That's why I've been going through my screen.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, that's
all right.
That's, sorry. Cool. I'll see if I can find him. I'll call him straight in, but I don't know, I can't find him. I don't know if Dr. Julius is in the house, please. And it's a lady, I don't know, before the comrade left, he said a lady has been ignored. I don't think anyone has been ignored. If you feel you're being ignored, please, the floor is open before Dr. Julius comes in. You can unmute and go ahead and make your point, please. We still have about 14 minutes to go. If not, is Dr. Julius in the house, or Don Pasio can come in for a few minutes.
Okay, do I have the floor now?
Yeah, Don Pasio, you have the floor. Do your thing.
Okay. Well, when I know say I be Amber boy, I go first start because when we look that boy them so, all we would know which way that boy then put through. That one song with that boy then they sing, if I happen to die in the battlefield, never pray, we shall meet again. We go leave them, may they die. That's the question that we each and every one of we will give ask ourselves. We go leave them, may they die. If no, then now the time for we to act. And I know the kind of people that when Amber boy inside the house. When I call your name, no run. Even na $5, na $10, we will take her with 2 hands. Because today, na day for we for say make Amber boy, he no die. They say Amber boys worry, fire me, I fire you. Amber boys worry, push me, I push you. Yes, they don't talk, say they go push them. I will get to give them that material, they push them. I will start with my able chairman Mark Barata inside this house. Now he ever sing so he go cry. He go cry. Mark, now time to wipe that tears. Story we for inside the house more year. Now $5 will go take out to one papa. None at the time. Chairman Mark Barata.
Chairman is surely lucky wallet. And also chairman gets on 5 debit card and 6 credit card. Usually wonder why we get 10,000 pounds.
Okay, as we would wait to make Mark Barata he prepare that he pocket, make it heavy. And they still look up. When I look, I see say the house really heavy. Some woman be there where it be hang gun so it be hang that material. For that day where they be saying if I happen to die. Mommy Jesse Tambi, you know they ever leave woman for down. None at the time talk more here.
Huh?
Yes, of course. No surprise. No surprise. No, none at the time for talk over here you.
Don Pasio, how?
Talk no.
No, check no. Okay, now would you control that screen page again? The screen share now would you control on that website?
It's no, it's Brado.
Brado, can you? I want to see the guns. Right, don't partially set me up. You know, say we mami them we need just give things them like that, right? Arbitrarily. So we want go.
You know, if you go say for your post, I want move na the handkerchief will no one see.
No, we got. You feel see them, but when you see another, so
you can share the screen.
Yeah, please. Okay, Don Pasho, continue. Mrs. Eko share screen, I choose gun.
Okay. As you prepare for same you choose. That papa where the other day make speech. He talk. He sings a wonderful song. He take up from one of the greatest youth right now who is stand for Uganda, Bobby Wine. SOS Mutant. I beg you, Papa, you don't already talk, but I want me to talk now for Don Pasho in name.
For the name for Wata, $100.
Thank you very much, Papa. I know say you know they ever leave me for them. You no go ever leave me for them. We don't wow, we tonton, but we come back. As we come back, we did that for this house. We go fix them. Whether La Republic like them or not, they must come up with territory. Ambazonia must be free. Whether they go for side, calm down. And they choose them. When I look Queen Mother inside this house, that name say Queen and Mother. It shows say they combine with something. Queen Mother, talk me, we hear you. The Queen Mother too, they still look. As Queen Mother, they still look.
No, I did. Sorry, I be shift more from my phone.
Okay, Mama. Would you wait for you?
Okay. When I know some my meeting on this morning, I'll give 300 euros.
Wow. Thank you very, very much, Queen Mother. Thank you very, very much. I go look and look. I talk say where the Ambazonia who did this so. Anyhow we did. La Republic, they come, they threaten, they tell we say that they get the homeland, but we tell they say the homeland now we will get up. Like they go for heaven, Kanda, go push them. They go come out. Whether they like them or not, this big rubber gun, as they enter, nothing, go enter for territory. They don't frighten we. So they claim now, say, now they get the territory, but now we will get the territory by hook or by crook. We will take up. I get one man of God, where Bible talks say the best way to defend is to attack. Reverend John, your hand for up. Now me, I don't call an asshole. Next thing, more here.
Yes, God bless you. The fearless brutal.
Yes, Papa.
My God, see, $100 go they good now.
Anything, any hand they wash another one. Don't you what I said? It cure testimonies for that bad time. People with the pass for days they know how they do water the test.
Amen.
Yeah, water now water. As we go ahead, me would be. I hope say, Madam Secretary, you write all the money because the money they do so Ambazonia, they need this money. I get some mommy we all time. He don't stand so he talks in a lie. He ever did all time. He do all things. Only she will get freedom. My V. Now your time talk more hear you. My Evelino. Yes, so.
Well, anyway, so Madam Secretary, you go put me down for 500.
Yes, ma. Is that how much?
500 pounds.
Okay, my
Wow,
princess.
wow. That means say today, water, now water. Whether La Republic go for heaven, we go quench that their fire the way they want try with the light and every day. water now water. We must tell them say they go. Whether they like it or not, they must go. I know say my big brother dey inside house here. Hey, come if I no call your name, that means I never do no nothing. I never do no nothing. I know say you don't talk before, but now you still get for talk with don't pass with it. Come here, come here.
Yes, Papa.
Yes, so.
Papa, we don't talk. I take about 500 for start.
I know say you don't talk. As we don't talk about 500, that means you don't talk fine talk. So we will go ahead. Ahead.
Yes, Papa.
Water.
Yes,
Whether
sir.
we go outside. But Rocky, they tell we say SCBC na this na that na ye would they would the hammer for hot seat. The hammer for your outside. But Rocky, make statement memo we hear you, Papa. But Rocky. Patron kid is still there for the own side, it is still calculator. As woman and talk say they don't the better pass women picking and nana then decline on top. So more will just go on their side again. Ma Colette, you know say I not gonna leave you me she don't go down no. Just climb stand on top. Sister Colette, oh.
You don't feel just see my name so you pass. You too now wow.
How do pass?
Okay. I know say we for France. I be don't put 1,000 euro for we basket for France here for the project. But mommy no go see her begin to cry. It only pass away, not throw away bonbon. So me I stand with a stone for David because that stone way we put Goliath for ground. So I go buy the smallest stone, as the talk says, small no be sick. So I go buy two small stones for 100 euro.
Amen.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, plenty.
Don, you.
Yes, so now I want go now for say make we wrap them up. We will wrap them up with some very strong person where there is a house. No matter how we look up, we give them must recognize the Patalia. As you did in the house, so you find me, you cry me picking a year.
I'm a personal chief with that.
Yes, Patalia.
Hello, I guess something for talk small.
You come in a few minutes. We just round one or actually the last name that.
I get just two more names for say Morana or we will talk my brother. I beg. Partly, if partly the still check a basket, as partly the still check a basket, I give 1,000 gun salute for one of we papa the way there is a house. He don't fight for so many years. He don't stand. We back no matter say we the young generation would do wrong camp, would disrespect you, would push you for back. But papa, some people in the way when they threaten papa no go tell the son come off us. Papa go that's what talk say would hold you for hand, you know go run. Professor Carson, I beg papa, you are picking for your name.
People giving 5,000, right?
Don.
At your service, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, we are getting you, Prof.
Hello.
Professor Emeritus.
Yeah, sir. We want to hear you. We don't stay. We don't hear you.
Don, you don't finish. We'll come back to Prof in a few seconds.
Okay, we'll come back. If the Prof the talk now say we know the year which way Prof the talk, as we Prof the talk we know the get it. I go call now the last person where me I go call him. Now my brother with me na because she don't put Italy. They look me na they talk say these two short people. So when I show say the 50 Amazonia, but as the more we will short, the more we'll get power. The able chairman for Switzerland, Comrade Francis Awudu, You man way you know they talk plenty. You just want talk to pap you live up. Papa talk that fight will be fight for behalf of Intercontinental Hotel now and time to fight her physically. Francis Awudu.
Hello.
Prophet.
Yes,
Prof, the call.
Prophet,
Yeah, Don Pasha. Don Pasha, you call me?
Yes, Prof. Would he hear you now?
I did. Pardon, just listen, that's all.
Don.
Yes.
You don't finish now. The last person will come back.
Yes, I don't go around, and I believe say.
Hello, I got something to address.
Yes, with the come for your question, I beg my just wrap them up. You know, one thing the way all we do with the come up for this kind of fundraising, we go to meet people then aggressively behind the scene. We go to call people, we go to try to push. And me in person as Don Pasho, I know we'll call people their name, then I leave myself, make it hang down. That sumo stone, I know say as Mama me talk say sumo no be sick. As sumo me na sumo, I know about big. But my problem them big. My problem them big. As a sumo so my problem them big. All man know I'm from Brazil. So again that sumo stone for $100 with me, I go buy them on myself.
Well done. Well done, Don Pasha.
Let's
Please,
Don Pasha.
Don, thank you very much. Please, if you're not, Don Pasha, if you're not talking, please, can you mute your microphone? We are almost at the end. And the two things, I really hope and pray that as a people, we go back, we take this message back, we take this package, we take Operation Big Rubber Gun to our people and ask them to invest. Ask them to look at the last 4 years. Ask them to see, to know that the forces in La Republique, the killing, they're doing it because they know that we haven't got the powers to strike back. So as we come to a close, I'll ask the VP to say a few words, but to summarize this evening would be for us, I want us to understand that we are, one of the things with human beings is we always sell ourselves short. And as Ambazonians, I think we're good at doing that. But we are blessed sometimes to look at the people we have in our midst, to look at how humble they are, to look at how some really great minds that we just, meet sometimes in forums. So with that, I'll say people like Comrade Irene, Comrade Celestine, Comrade Dennis, Comrade Patrick Ayok, Comrade Bradley, Comrade Milton. I would just, on behalf of Ambazonia and the Ambazonians tonight, we want to thank you guys for the energy that has gone in. Ambazor, the Pasho, and all the activities.
I got a suggestion.
We thank you guys extremely. We thank you guys very much for the fact that you guys have endorsed this project and you are taking this out to sell this to our people. It is so important for the children back home, for the families back home. It is so, so, so important that you guys, and as a team, we're going in as a team, we're going in as a package, we're going to sell this. So Comrade will come in, and the one and only Professor Kaz Nanyange will summarize and we close the meeting. So VP, before our father of the house, Professor Nyangwe,
I beg some person they way the Christ say one talk no more, give you chance.
Oh, sorry. Is that I've got the name Whispers?
Yeah, this is Whispers.
Sorry. So go ahead before VP and.
This is Evelyn. I'm calling
Hello?
because I did register for my son last week, but then we realized that that session was going to be in June. This is the third swap I'm going to cancel, and I was meant to understand that the
Comrade Whispers.
There's a hand
Hello?
up. Ashu Kingsley.
Yes. May I just say something for a minute?
I got you. Yeah, they can. I had this suggestion long ago. Or if it bring in more funds in this revolution. So what I would suggest, sometimes don't talk to one or two people. So we need a mechanism, come up with a mechanism where we bring in 1,000, 5,000, 1 million Ambazonia. If we say we did 8 million or 7 million, then we'll be able to bring in 1 million Ambazonia. So if we say we'll bring in 1 million Ambazonia on the table, and we'll say, okay, we need each month $25 per person, we will raise enough fund to push this struggle. So if somebody contribute $100 today, the person will stay for the next 5-6 months before he contribute again, because we always convert the $100 probably to the CFA and make it to be 50,000 and say we don't contribute enough. But when we come up with a strategy, a mechanism where everybody, the mass population, will contribute $25 a month, then nobody will feel the pain of $25 and we'll get a constant contribution, and when we go, it will push the struggle ahead without any stress or finance. We need finance for this thing, but we're not going to expect so much only on the $50 or $500, $1,000. Very few people contribute that. So the mass where they fit contribute $25, the day out there, but sometimes they find out like come up to contribute $25, maybe it's nothing. So we need to launch $25 for 1 million Ambazonia. If we get 7 million, we can bring in 1 million Ambazonia on the table. 1 million Ambazonia, $25 per person. That is enough fund to push this struggle and get all the resources we need.
Thank you.
So I think this is something that
Thank you very much.
A solution.
Thank you very much, comrade. I think VP will come in, Prof will finish, but I know the ladies are saying when Prof wraps up, ladies want to stay behind and continue with the fundraising, which is a good idea. That will be handled by Comrade JC. So VP, very short, then Prof round up.
And Comrade Asu, there is also Comrade Agbo from Norway. He wants to speak some few words.
This is Ashu Kingsley. I had my time and some other person took it. So may I just say a word before the next person, please?
Yes, please go on. Just keep it short, please.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank the entire team and for putting everything together. I just did my own purchase for the big rubber gun now, and I just forwarded my receipt to one of the leading ladies, Jesse Tembi. We want to appeal that going through the website, there should be some provision for people who cannot catch up with buying any of those various categories of the rubber gun. Maybe they could make another category for even $50 and even $25, like one comrade is suggesting, because we believe we go out there and be able to bring and direct more people here. Once more, thank you, the ladies, Etembi, Victorine, and many others for putting everything together, and the entire team of men. We are very grateful for this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Comrade Ashu. And I think the said Comrade Agbo from Norway, if you can come in before the VP, just keep it short, please.
Well, thank you very much for that opportunity. I think I'll be very grateful when I see this kind marvelous contribution with the goal for actually sustain the struggle. And I think this now a program where every Ambazonia get for contribute. Why I talk this now? Because there is no other way we go do for get help from the international community if we no increase self-defense. Until we increase self-defense, now that time where the international community will come. All these things where they distract with dialogue, negotiations, and so on, Cameroon will never dialogue. I repeat, Cameroon will never dialogue. They will never negotiate with us as long as we there on the weaker position. More we remember, no be today where the international community don't tell Cameroon made the dialogue with we. Right from the time people like late Ngumne, they win case from African Union. They don't tell them that they don't do it. So Cameroon and the world that they talk now because we put fire power for down. So I will encourage every ambassador may he take part for this. And for me, for start, I would like for start to contribute here with $100, and as the time they go, I see the progress for which we go on. So I would contribute because I'm a duty for the go round all these groups them where they do contribution for encourage them. Say now, may they put firepower for now. More we forget all these talks where they go and diplomat don't come do this, you don't all those things will not help us. Now only firepower. We don't win stage one for our war where we don't internationalize them. We means we don't be able for change what the way Cameroon do for 59 years for where they be used Franco Cameroon propaganda for show say that kind of one country. But now we don't use 4 years for change that dynamics, for tell the world say no, there is nothing like Anglophone problem inside Ambazonia. What you will get inside Ambazonia now, Ambazonia problem. One problem now for French Cameroon, you know, they for Ambazonia problem. And what will be the Ambazonia problem? The Ambazonia problem now, sovereign. We want to make Cameroon come out for our territory. That is the Ambazonia problem. Then we get the Anglophone problem when marginalization and so on, decentralization, that now their internal problem. So thank you now for what the good initiative we want to do. So I would like say from now we may talk about Anglophone. Anglophone no day for Ambazonia. If we now go look far back from history, it need to exist. We get now a multilingual society where we get different dialects. We don't ever get Anglophone. Now Anglophone word now them bring them, now that Francophone people bring them. So it remain now with them. And that's why Isa Shuroma tell us say be Anglophone. Renessa they tell us say be Anglophone. And that's true. Because it exists not for them. Now that appellation that them bring them. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, comrade. VP will come in, Prof round up, but they will still continue because the ladies and our basket for Mezam is still open and our ladies will start continue. So VP will come in a few minutes and then Prof Anyangwe will round us up.
Thank you, Comrade Ashu, and I want to thank all of us, my brothers and sisters who are here tonight. It's been a great night. It's been a successful night. And we could feel, all of us who are here, could feel the zeal to liberate homeland. It's not a walk in the park. And we have demonstrated that here tonight. That we are ready to stay consistent, we're ready to stay resolute, and we are ready to liberate ourselves. And for that reason, I want to thank all the authors of this project. It took time, a lot of effort. I was part of it, even though not as consistent as I was supposed to be. But I want to thank the Department of Finance for this project. I want to thank all members of the different departments who are involved in this project: Home Affairs, Communications, Health and Social Services, and everyone, Foreign Affairs, everyone who just got involved in this to make this successful. What we have to understand is this is the winning strategy. This is the way forward. And if we let this die, then there are just two choices. Either we remain slaves for life, or we are determined to be a free people. But for me, I've made that choice to be a free man. And I hope that that's the choice you made. There is one person amongst us today I think that person is the person who gives most of us here the zeal to do what we are doing. Because when we were still very young, we could see him going, knocking at the doors of the UN to talk about our plight, about our dignity, of the United Nations that made us second-class citizens within the Republic to Cameroon context. And that person I admire. I think it's just, so wonderful that in the process of fighting for liberating our people, I've had the opportunity to work with him. He's my father, he's my mentor. He's just everything to me, and learn a lot from him. I believe that all of us here admire the work that he does for our revolution. So I want to present to you Professor Anyangwe to round up our discussions during this meeting. So, Prof.
Thank you very much, VP. It's like I'm just taking complete unawares. Thank you very much for those very kind words. Let me reiterate what you said already. When you have an event like this, there are different people who contribute to make it a success. And often they are not sung because they are in the background. I want to thank all of those people. I want to thank the different departments like you mentioned, communication, finance, Brado, Tantaka very much. The fundraising committee, I suppose, Ms. B. And to thank also Jesse, the background, and Irene, co-host. The beauty about that is that about a person like me is I can always turn to people like Irene and Jesse and say, well, you contribute on my behalf because they are still young and working. But on a much, there comes a time in the life of a nation when the people must stand up. We have, in the past 4 years, let the enemy just roam around our territory and do virtually what they want to do without any challenge at all, with the best effort of our fighters. And I know that when this whole business started in 2017, the enemy did not even give us a fighting chance. You all remember, they said, in 2 weeks' time, we'll be gone. 4 years later, here we are. Their so-called professional army is finding it very difficult to deal with us. But they miss one thing. It is not just having an army well-equipped or big in numbers. That never wins any war. If that alone could win war, Hitler would have won. He had the most sophisticated weapon and big numbers of military people. What wins a war is the motivation of the soldiers. What are the soldiers fighting for? And our people are fighting for the most precious commodity in the world, freedom. You can't exchange of anything. If you ask the French Cameroon troops, what are they fighting for? I'm sure they'll just waffle something like terrorists, Ambazonia. That's all they will say. They have no reason to fight. And because they have no reason to fight, they cannot fight. And so the things we continue to see, the looting, the plundering, the burning, and killing of even children like the ones we saw today, can only be done by people who have no sense and they don't know any fight. That's what the French taught them. They can't fight. They will keep on fighting. And so today's event, for me, is a landmark and a turning point in this struggle. because it demonstrates that our people are prepared to equip our soldiers, to give them the necessary weapons, to confront and finish off the enemy, drive them from our territory, from our homeland, because the enemy knows they're in foreign territory. They're not supposed to be there in the first place. They know it. They're an occupying force. And every situation of warfare, we have an occupying force. The occupying force invariably is always defeated. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Check history and see. The occupying force is always defeated at the end of the day. It may take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, whatever. At the end of the day, the occupying force is defeated. If French Cameroon does not know this, then they've not been to school. They don't know anything. So I want to thank everybody who's made this event very, very successful. And I want to stress that this is just the beginning. And like Whisper said, we have to expand. And here I invite Brado to explore ways and means by which this process can be expanded to more Ambazonians, so that they can contribute, even if it's just $10, $15, $20, $50, and with numbers, that would make the difference. I don't know how that can be done, but I think it's doable. It's doable. So that's one of the challenges which Brado has this evening, to expand that. And of course, which means we are going to marry that kind of contribution with a kind of hefty contribution that's going to come from other sources. And with that, we'll get the necessary weapon that we need, and we'll equip our soldiers that are going to fight with even greater confidence, knowing that the weapon they have is a weapon that is going to secure for us victory at the final end. And we know we're going to win, but we want to have a quick victory. Victory in the next year or two, or at most 3. That's our goal. And we should be ambitious to set that goal. Why not? Why do you want to sit on this whole thing for the next 3, 4, 5, 20 years? No. If we've been this 4 years, it's because we started our then guns and catapult and knives and sticks. That's why. Like the soldiers themselves have confessed, if they had the weapons, this thing would have been finished a long time ago. French Cameroon hasn't got a fighting force. They don't have. And second, they don't have any motivation for fighting. Why do they fight? For them, they're fighting simply to earn a salary. That's all they do. So let me thank once more all those who have participated in this very noble endeavor. And I want to single out here Isong and Sote for the media coverage they've been giving this struggle. You see, without that contribution, perhaps our voice would never have been heard. Our voice would be suppressed. And we are lucky that in the absence of a dedicated media house back at home, I will understand the circumstances under which they operate. Even the traditional so-called English-speaking newspapers we counted on, we found in the end that, frankly, they're under the occupier's boot, so they can't do much. So we're happy to have Esong and Sota outside there, and we are doing a marvelous job about this whole thing. I also want to single out Ajani. I mean, I've said this to him privately. I think he's been fighting a war alone, which has placed us, and I'm talking about the tweeting. And I would say he's the head of our tweeting warriors and doing a marvelous job at raising conscience about what we are facing. And with all his team of these wonderful Twitter warriors, of course, including Celestine, our indefatigable Twitter warrior, we have been able to achieve a lot. And I want to thank all these people. Don Pasho has made this a mark for himself by the way he takes on issues, the way he analyzes them, and he presents them without any blinking at all. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. And all the people who have contributed in this enterprise this evening, I want to thank you so much. I know there are many others who are quiet and making their contribution.
Hello, did we lose Prof?
His connection is frozen.
Probably a network glitch.
Oh, that's a shame. Prof is back on. I think I'll take he was almost summarizing. We'll just give you a few seconds to see if Prof can come back on.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm done, and I think the ladies made me this mungang because they want to take over, so I let it. I hand over to the ladies. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Okay.
Right. No problem. Any mungang will not work on you now. You can't make mungang on your own part of the house. All right, guys. So, hi, everybody. How are we feeling? I know it's been a tough day waking up to the tragedy that we saw in Batibot today. The heartless act of terror by the military. But again, we are in this and there's no backing out. So I want to take a moment to say something. If you can, I know that some people are lying on their bed, but if you're not lying on your bed and you feel comfortable, please, can you switch on your video? Please. I'm going to go around and check and see whose video is not switched on. Great. Okay, Galaxy 9 Wilson, I'm checking. Don Passion, I can't see you. Henry, come on. Ignatius, thanks, Mirabelle and Rave. Good, Jojo, welcome. Everybody, video on. Now you can all go around. Okay, Prof, we'll chat. Prof, I see you with a VP. We'll chat. Okay, everybody, please switch on your video. Just scroll around and see everyone who is on. It is important that we don't just keep staring at our face, at names, but sometimes we get to look at ourselves. And remember that we are one, we are a people, and we are Ambazonians, and we're fighting for this. Yes, Comrade Rogers, I can see you right there. Let me see who is still hiding. I'm looking for all of you.
Change the thing for country talk. The BB book this one. Change the thing for country.
Hey, Don Pasho. Okay, make a. All right, yeah. As Don Pasho talked, you know, say pigeon hard.
Yeah, pigeon hard. It's really hard.
Okay.
Where you make
I will try.
Pasho go correct them.
Now order Miss B. Now order. Mark Colette, Julius, Joseph, Adi just check Pascal, Patoroki, you don't stay. I beg for video.
Who said it?
Now some person say me you not chop your school fees.
Pin mother, Pascal. I understand the people they don't. And Senator, come on, show your video. Didier, Mark, Professor Tengen, please. The check owner. Rabbi, Frederick. When I go there for ground zero, when I highway for video,
Madam Ambassador.
What is happening here? Now, would you share?
You know, I see some of us who don't have a nightgown, please.
Now, I want to see the.
What's wrong with that?
Riza, Jojo, I see you. Riza, Gills. I'll be interested for see who be South Cabal. I bet you have this. Francis, Del. Anyway, so now plenty. Thank you for switching on to video. I think say this so. No, it'd be okay if you know if you switch on your video. I totally understand. Achiri, Cecilia, Richard, any person if you switch your video, just go ahead. It'd be important sometimes for just see ourselves and smile and console ourselves through the pain way would go through. Look ourselves in the eyes and just tell ourselves that it will be okay. We will be okay. Our people will be okay. And homeland will be okay. And the only way homeland will be okay is that we will make it okay. So the only way we will make it okay now, so we will need for put money for that. Make us see. So I be one just see the faces the way I never hear them give money. So I go, and now I don't see the faces.
Madam Ambassador, I beg you, only with more.
No, Madam Ambassador, so before you want to go for that side, so my vote for you for that. That was call your name. You all are public politics, place on politics.
I will start with my name.
Yeah, no, one top. You get sent. Make it start.
Hi, you too. Okay.
Not comfortable.
Fine. When I know say I be profit picking, so prof don't tell me say things. Say the only way this struggle will happen, I say we're gonna need for sacrifice in every way. We're gonna sacrifice with time, sacrifice with small sense, we'll get sacrifice with money. And say the amount of sacrifice we enough it be sacrifice if it not hurt your pocket. You understand what I mean? No. For you for make sacrifice for revolution, it must hurt your pocket. No be change where remain for inside your pocket where you give revolution. It need for being a sacrifice. So since Don Pacho there for my head side, he play politics. We from South Africa, from South African cabal, we need play with politics. So
you know.
So make a talk say this. So some gun the way I be see and I don't forget some gun the way now.
You mean rubber gun?
Yeah, rubber gun. No be accessory. Some rubber gun they way when now $1,000. Now wait to be the name.
Lion rubber gun.
No, na bat. I'm not sure that one hunt bat. Damn. I know one hunt me bat. I beg. I go
hunt tortoise or
no. I go for crocodile. I go find that guy.
Bat in meat is sweet. So any say now that one go is small and me so now it about sweet. It's small thing over fine.
I know, but say they, say La Republic talk say that's all the big no, the plenty pathways. So we need to find the big guy them like crocodile. So
hey JST, I don't work the talk. I don't send you my receipt.
Great.
No, I don't receive anything.
So Don Pacho, you don't say no. You be okay now.
No, I did try. That woman.
So now my pledge for big rubber gun, na crocodile hunter.
To say na woman and they on top now, man picking on only a month.
All right. Thank you for the screen share. You film over now. And on that note, I will continue. I don't talk say sacrifice must pain you. So and no say almost all when I forget the work. I beg when you want to give money, check that papa with your loss picking, check where to be sacrificed. Check that boys there for bush, check where to be their sacrifice. Not give something just because you want to give something. But I need to say this, so if you get small, maybe give something where you know figure. But I talk say this, so I know say all we for you sacrifice more than we think, where we don't think. So Irene, would therefore so I will come for you, Riser. I'll come for you.
No, wait. I might talk my thing before. I think I get some people there for yeah because today so now my 10 now. Now I 10 this for what? Papa show. I need you for stand up for my back.
Bam.
They may all man the follow. For that picking today, I beg all my way there on this line now at the back on Anabeka. For that picture where you see, if you know say that picture touch you, move you, and make your hair scatter, right? And they put the $50. Don Pasho, support me. Even at 10 drop out for day. I beg all my way there for this line. Now for that Pekin.
I will need to climb on top.
Now for that Pekin. Now we all we 72. I need all man drop. If not £10, $20, $50. Throw it for me. Just now my own basket that they go. I don't put them. I don't start them with that $50.
Yeah,
would
right.
Follow me?
When I talk to now, we woman they will hold this thing and we don't prove. And when I don't see what Mirabe don't do, what Benny's don't do.
Right,
and when I don't say this, so now woman them they tell VP say this, so enough fit buy no nothing less than lion or VP tie hat. So
yeah, so we'll start with that one. Then we will come with that big lion and all of that. But any man way the drop for that basket, now the lion you want take, just the take them because we women will not say would they come again. With the big lion one them. So now, all man, $50, $20.
And
Riser.
Yes, so begin to check. I'll come back for you, Don. I'll come back for you. Begin check as Riser don't hold you, so not breathe until you sort it out. But we'll go continue the fundraising and at the present way. If you want, we'll get plenty basket. Then we'll get rubber gun. We'll get maize and up in basket. Rise I don't up another basket for this PKW loss and for Batibo. So make a go. We do rubber gun fundraising. Sister I those are novice paying after all. They don't talk say now we delete this thing. Prof already put we on the spot. Come in, mommy. Even 10,000 pounds will take away.
It's just you know small. Okay, Jess, because sleep day for my eye, I will give 1,000 pounds for now.
All right. Ooh. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Erin, you keep that money.
I don't collapse.
When I come back here, we are not collapse now, just the beginning.
When I wait.
I see the first man will get 10 4 digits.
Now don't see waiting. Now once a man woman the pass.
Hey. Yes. So yes. Now we think we will do this. Let's
we don't go for under.
No, I don't go. Because okay. Sister Celeste, we'll do this thing. Then we'll get men enough for challenge we. So over to you. Sister, I don't give 1,000. Miss
Thank
B,
you so much.
1,000. Miss B, that's even a pounds now. Sister, Celeste, over to you.
Thank you so much. Boambi last person, but give me the opportunity.
Nope.
I don't even make a pledge. I don't make a pledge for my constituency. I think so I go try for follow my chairman for Europe for run am up.
Run up figure.
One figure. I'll add 1,000.
What? That's wonderful.
Yes, woman. As I push we for backside, would you go now front?
Let's do this.
Let the men talk again. Let's hear.
As I push front.
Okay, Sister Celeste. Just so that we do on the right, say me and you when it comes to currency, I never call so why you call different one now. Now which currency? Dollars?
No, I'll give it in dollars.
Hey. Beautiful.
Yeah. Good.
Bro, you been saying this, so you're picking them, you're picking them to be precise.
Oh man, they're tough.
No man, you train us well. You train us well.
No man of it try them.
All right. Okay.
I know like
yes.
No leave now support to have a bag the push on a go ahead.
We'll get any man pick away if he say this, so either if he challenged enough. PK. Hano. You be muted.
Just you know your water for fish are fish.
Yes. All right.
We can pineapple over that one.
I'll be okay. I said good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome, Mr. Chike.
You don't stay small. So
well,
we decided now you go talk after this woman them because men they still congregate for see whether now we go defend them. But I feel say you get the power, right? So over to you.
It'd be very simple. I don't always make my points very, very clear and very succinct. I believe that this call and let it be in history. I brought top of my Swiss constituency. I go just pledge $200, but I promise for actually index and look on the progress of this project. And if we actually go progressively, I will give in kind.
Yes.
Materials.
Yes,
materials.
I understand.
Materials worth $10,000. I said.
I understand.
We must make sure say PK give that money. So just all those people we are on their case.
Yep.
We are on their case.
But PK, this is one of PK's project. He should be behind it.
No, he definitely will, Prof. And PK,
understand me well. We get to be.
We get you, PK.
No, we get you. We totally get you.
Progressive. Exactly.
And we promise we will come back for that promise we make, and because this project will be a blast, will be a success.
We are coming.
On that note, make we continue the go.
When I know say PK, I'm a big for school.
Okay, no start claim relationship. Don't declare me relationship.
But not true now. Not true. Revolution mean we halfway.
There's things to declare relationship, right? I'm going to do this. When I know say Irene, Celestine, Benis, Jesse, Rise, and Askawo.
Hey.
Okay.
Now danger this. I tell you.
Okay. Yes. And talking about Skawo, yes, now why that actually brings Skawo up, we'll get Wumami for Skawo. And before I want to call his name, this na mami way this, so whether you call it which hour of the day you say, Grant said, we'll get this the way they happen. We need support for you. It no matter which way mami get now. It put them for that. Like every single time, if you go for Skawo financial list, every single contribution in MDD. And I'll show my sisters they know. And this one is Sister Jacinta Funke.
That's true.
Another iron lady.
So, Branson,
iron lady.
Here we is so the one a big one, and you know so we are picking the no. I beg. Don't make a midi guide if you say they can just.
Yes, you know if you go, you not call me. Now what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? If you know I go just make go me for website. I go buy my rubber gun and she don't be quiet. You must call me.
Yes, I must call you because you see this we need to make women they understand me they know just facing now we the younger generation they buy this and they see you as senior grand say where the sponsor struggle with everything where you get. Me they need to find excuses. So
Hey, mommy.
Mommy, all of us. Mom. Yeah,
hey. Now wow. Okay, first I that rubber gun then day. I choose my own.
I'm gonna bring and cook quick.
See,
don't pass don't tire we.
I don't
hold the passion, sir.
I don't wish to be
honest.
Woman, they don't remember. No.
Tisiku.
Go.
I want to see Robagon, then I choose my own. I mean, not I will go website, just go choose my own. But now, so you don't talk so much, choose my own for you now.
Yes, choose. Just give me 1 second now. So
I choose them for you. If I give
no, sister Evie. After this, now you
didn't come, sister Evelyn.
I don't buy Robagon.
Yes, you go let talk when we buy them. Would it come?
But I say ambassador.
Yes, I will not kill it for me, I beg. Now I have one choose rubber gun.
Ambassador, they come you, they say you then come out and for land you to the car stand TV you.
Where is it?
The passion.
The passion don't start to, you know, I'm more just, you know.
The only
Business
you
just start. We'll get to tomorrow morning.
the only you way there for inside all the woman then na Dima woman wa America so man go take our Switzerland. That man. The man will be take Celestine for Switzerland, I mean that man they so get problem.
But I still get unfinished business.
Unfinished. Unfinished business.
Where is the go back on Celeste? Mommy got that for back.
Sorry, so touch the man laugh for banda.
Coming right up. Okay, so Sister Jessica, give me 1 second. I pull up the website. While
you pull up, Pastor keep be there for you, they call you. I don't talk, yeah. You don't appear. I don't define these things.
Pastor Rocky on mute. For background.
Okay.
I think just ask one. Can I just ask a question before leaving? Because I'll soon be going for work. How do I pay the money? Is it through? Do I buy a rubber gun or what? Do I pay the money directly into the account? The money I pledged. This Comrade Agbo from Oslo talking.
Yes, you can buy. You can pay directly to on the website. You go select what you want to buy with the equivalent that you pledged on, and you just you process your payment. Okay. That would be the.
Then I will do that.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Just wait and Comrade Agbo from Oslo. Just make sure you write your email so that they will send you your receipts.
Okay, no problem. I'm going to do that. I believe there are instructions to follow there, so I'll.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. All right.
The website now WBB.
Yes.
You see the screen?
I see the screen.
I don't want to go me down again.
Okay. I beg. See, no one go down for which side. I beg. The screw go down.
So now for the end. Now for the end.
Yeah, I'm my own like Kingfisher.
Kingfisher. There
Thank
we
you.
go. Sister Jacinta, $500.
Very much.
Awesome. I told you, Patricky, how is you?
But we dey buy this rubber gun, nothing na project where it could go on.
Yes.
So I go like say make we put like something where we would if we achieve $20 a month
every month. Yes.
So this is an ongoing project. So I beg, we will try for do that one.
Yes.
Yeah. Sister, you know, so when you buy rubber gun, you need plenty stone them for use and all.
That's
So when you don't buy a rubber gun, you get for the buy stone, then you put another rubber gun until they wear that rubber gun cut. They go find new rubber gun.
Now so it is.
All right.
Now so it is.
So yes, we go. I think place it for there for monthly subscription. So we go. When you buy a rubber gun, put your email, then we'll go remind you for subscribe for your monthly this thing, which will be awesome. Of that stone.
Okay.
Patoroki, Usaloto.
To add something, will I hear me?
Yes, VP.
Yes, citizens levy, they come back. We work on the payment platforms because with payment platforms are going to be vetted, especially PayPal and stuff. So when Bank of Amazonia don't, as Tabian talk, maybe by next week, everything will come back. Then citizens levy go come. So that recurrent kind of payment in terms of citizens levy, 20 euros or 20 hours, they will come back.
Thank you, VP. I think say this so take will happen. Some people they go like for citizens levy for other expenses and still do monthly commitment for defense.
Thank you, Commander. So, no one more rubber gun there. Remember the shoot.
So we gonna need for commit yourself for both sides